This is day 5 of Ref's 2-week board and train. Today, it's home manners. Place is a wonderful command around the house. I have his board up here. I also have a dog bed, and obviously if your dog has a favorite chair in the room, that also can be a place. Usually it's any elevated object, but it can also be something like a rug. Here we go. Rep, place. Place is a directional command, so where you point is where the dog is going to go. So I'm going to send him back to his other place. Rep, place. Okay, break. Good boy. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the couch. Let's see what happens with that. Okay, so he's got all 4 feet on the floor. I haven't invited him up. Let me invite him up and see if he'll get up here. Rep. I'm just patting it and using his name. I'm not using his recall command. Okay, and he's just sniffing, and it looks like he might come up here. Okay, and here he comes. So I'm going to go ahead and let him get up here so I can show you how to get him off the couch if he's not allowed on the couch. Ruff. And he's still sniffing. My dogs are allowed on furniture, so he's sniffing the smells of both of my dogs. Okay, and here he goes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and send him to his place. Note that this piece of furniture obviously is elevated, so let's see how this is going to go. I'm going to do it from a sitting position over to the board. And I've not done this or trained this yet, so let's do an evaluation here. Okay, rep, place. Rep, place. Okay, so that's how that works. I am going to go ahead and generate some excitement, and here we go with this exercise. Break, break. Okay, so I'm generating excitement, building energy in the room. Okay, and again, I'm going to get up here on the couch. Okay, so that time he came up, he's an uninvited guest. I did not say his name or any way invite him, and you can see he's making himself at home on the couch. So now that he's all comfy, and again, if he's not allowed on the couch in your home, we're just going to go ahead and use our place command. Rep, place, and there he goes. What a good boy. This exercise has to do with the door opening and closing, and also the doorbell. So I'm going to go ahead and set him free, and here goes our door exercise. Rep, break. Good boy. Rep, place. Okay, noted I pointed to that place, but he went on to the dog bed, which is also a place, so I'm going to redirect him. Rep, place. Okay, just using my body as a distraction. He sees a couple things out there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close this for a moment. I'm going to go out now and just kind of put my hand and ring the doorbell, and we're going to see how that goes. Rep, place. Okay, and you're seeing this in real time. I have not practiced this with him at all. He's very smart. Okay, so he is a Border Collie mix, and he gets pretty much most of the commands after just one repetition. Again, he has progressed through the program pretty quickly, so each day I'm challenging him with different things so that he feels he's excited about working each day. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and release command. Break. Good boy. Good job. This is, we're going for a walk exercise. Most dogs, when you get the leash out, they're in an overexcited state of mind. I have him on a place object out of view. Sometimes people are able to put a place object here. If you have a sit and wait, you can also just use that after you call the dog to the door. Ref, come. Sit. Wait. So I'm going to go ahead and attach the leash. Okay, so he's too close to the door for me to open it, so I'm going to go ahead and use my follow command to move him away from the door. Ref, follow. Sit. Okay. And I'm using a hand signal along with the verbal. The other thing that triggers a dog into a state of mind of overexcitement is when you open the door. That's when all the distractions are visible and they really want to go out and see that. There's a couple commands you can use to get across the threshold of the door. You can use the follow command, heel command, or the recall command. I'm going to choose the recall. Ref, wait. Ref, come. Ref, sit. Wait. I'm going to go ahead and shut the door. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use one of his walking commands as if we finished our walk and we're on our way back in through the door. Okay, follow. Ref, sit. And you could see his nose go down to the ground. He's not been out here on this porch yet. Again, you've got several commands you can use to go across the threshold. I'm going to go ahead and just use the follow command. Ref, follow. And here he comes. Ref, sit. I'm going to go ahead and unsnap the leash. Ref, break. Oh boy, good job. And there you go. Ref, break. Okay, so he's got his release command going on now. I'm going to go ahead and place him. He got on his place by himself, which is fine. Means he's comfortable there. Okay, so today I'm going to make some tuna fish salad. This exercise is about the smells that maybe he might counterserve. It's also about duration on place. I'm going to be making noises, chopping, and just different kitchen noises to see how he is going to respond. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands first. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I've got some green onions, a hard-boiled egg, some tuna fish. I like some dill relish in mine and some mayo. So I'm going to go ahead and chop this green onion up and see if he's interested in that. I'm going to make extra noises to see if there's any sort of noise sensitivity. This becomes important not only in the house, noise sensitivity, but also out when we're doing off-leash work. It just gives me more information in terms of helping him with his off-leash work. Okay, so I've got this chopped up and he doesn't seem to be bothered by this particular noise, so I'm going to go ahead and get these green onions into there. The next thing is the egg slicer. So we got some metal clinking noise. He seems pretty solid with that. I'm going to shove the egg in here and I'm going to go ahead and get that into the salad. Okay, here goes our tuna. Okay, and I'm just banging on the can to see how that goes. He's doing really well. Okay, dill relish. I discovered dill relish in tuna probably a couple years ago and decided I liked it. So I put that in there. Everybody makes tuna differently. Okay, I've got some mayo. We're going to go ahead and get a couple scoops in there. He's intently watching, which is great, but he's not off of his place, which is even better. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some noises here with this chopping. My mic that I have on has noise canceling, so I don't know if the loudness of all the noises I'm making are actually loud like I'm hearing them. Okay, so he laid down, so he's very calm and okay with all of the kitchen noises. You graduated. Good boy. Okay, break. Good boy. Sit. Okay, break. Okay, good boy. Rub place. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to wash my hands. We're all done. Car manners. Ref did not know how to get into the car, so I've been working with marker training. One of the things I did was just put regular dog treats throughout the floorboard of the car and on the seat. That didn't seem to work, wasn't high valued enough. So I went ahead and filled his bowl with his lunch, just some kibble. I also then got one slice of turkey bacon and broke it up into many pieces and scattered it throughout the car like a scavenger hunt. So he eventually did get up onto the seat and eat his lunch on the seat and explore the back seat. What I'll be doing now is actually the second session and see how this goes. And here we go. Ref car. Yes. Okay, so he's mastered it into short sessions. Good boy. Good job. Okay, so here we go with the getting out of the car experience, and he's really cute getting out. Let me untangle his leash here and set him up for success. Let's go. Sit. Good boy. What a good job. And there you go. Rough heel. 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 Sit. Let's get started with our follow command. Follow. Okay, it's a very windy day. You can see him tilting his nose up to the sky and looking up wordly. So my goal today with the high winds is just to refocus him and keep him on task. Follow. Okay, you can see he's still looking. That's telling me I need to dial up a little bit to override the distraction of whatever he's looking at. And watching him out of my peripheral vision. Okay, he's on task. Oops, a car went by. Okay, if you saw that head shake, that's telling me to dial down one number. Distraction training is very interesting because when they distraction is in the environment, you'll work at a higher number. As the distraction leaves the environment, in this case it was the car, then you're going to want to dial down. Go ahead and switch into our heel command. Ref heel. And remember, with the heel command, the dog shoulders even with my left knee. Also, when my feet stop moving, he is in a sit position. Okay, so he's a little bit out of position, but he's doing really well on day 5. Here we go, a little bit more practice with the heel command. Ref heel. Okay, and guiding him into position. I'm using the e-collar and also the leash to guide him to position, and basically using a number on the dial that is correct for him. And here we go with off-leash skills. Ref come. Sit. Good. Ref place. Okay, I'm mixing it up. He's anticipating. Ref come. Wait. Ref come. Ref place. Waiting for duration. Ref come. Wait. Ref come. Sit. Wait. Ref come. Wait. Building duration. Ref come. Notice his nose is down, so that tells me I need to dial up. Ref come. Sit. Ref place. You'll want to check your equipment from time to time, especially if you feel like you're working at a higher number than the dog has been working at. Also, you want to assess your environment to see if any changes have happened there. If no changes have happened within the environment and you're working at a different number than you usually do, what I do is go ahead and check the equipment. You'll want to make sure that the equipment is on and that it's positioned correctly on the neck. So I'm going to rotate it slightly. And again, when I go into a dog's neck, I'm going to go ahead and give a little treat for fooling with that collar. Again, it just makes them understand, long term that hands are friendly things. Okay, so we're going to start back to work. And here we go with it. Follow. So off-leash follow. And again, this is a command that I'm working on in terms of getting him closer into me. And in that I did just check his equipment and reposition it. I'm going to dial back to 1 and then work up from there as needed. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and work on this follow so he's a little bit closer in. Ref follow. Sit. Ref, follow. So I gave a hand signal, also gave a verbal. I'm also working the remote to give him many data points of communication to make him successful. Checking out of my peripheral vision. And when my feet stop moving with the follow command, obviously he can stand, down, or sit. And this time he chose to sit. I'm going to go ahead and mix up play with his commands. So here we go with that. Ref, come. Ref, sit. Ref, place. Ref, break. He's so cute. Ref, give. Ref, sit. And notice how he's looking up at the sky. There is a bird going over. Long as he's on task, he can look. Ref, place. Dogs can also multitask just like people. Again, mixing it up so he doesn't anticipate the recall. Building duration. Ref, come. Break. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, I work with the dog as a team, so you'll hear me refer to we quite a bit. Give. Good. Sit. Good. Break.